Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. If you are an old friend, then welcome back. If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe to the video and or the channel. So I am coming on here because I have been picking up on an energy, and I've kind of noticed the pattern here and how it connects to like the full moon and stuff. So sorry about that. So I wanted to, I just was getting like, some downloads, right? Okay. So it's got to do with like Venus, and it's got to do with like the Venus planet and transiting through like currently like transiting through like Aries and Pluto. I'm not super clear on the astrology of it. If you want more clarification on that, you can go to an astrological channel. Specifically, if you want to check in the community tab, sometimes I do post things from astrologists that I am subscribed to, which has always been very helpful information to me. It also usually aligns with some of the readings that I've done, so I would check that out. But basically, especially being that this yesterday's full moon was the hunter's moon, I feel like it is Venus hunting down and exposing fake love, right? Because Venus is all about love, right? And fake love hurts, right? And so being also that we are in Libra season, we are bringing justice by exposing fake love to those who are truly loving, right? So those who are truly loving and kind, who may be in fake love relationships that they're not really aware of, are being made aware. They're being awakened to the fact that their loving nature, their true love is being used, abused, stolen, basically, because it's unrequited, it's not returned, it's not true love, it's fake love. It's not that balanced love, it's the one-way street love, where they take and take and take and they're not giving back. So that is being exposed, and I heard it's part of the process. And so I'm not exactly sure what that is, what the process is, what the point is, but it's all maybe part of the plan. That is something that I had been picking up on a lot over, like the last few months. Really, was that a plan? There's a plan, and a divine plan. And so it's like just kind of going with the flow and letting and allowing God to work in your life. And this is part of the plan, to maybe restoring yourself, to reconciling with yourself or with God, which kind of aligns with most recently Yom Kippur. October 11th and 12th of this year was Yom Kippur, which is atonement, which is kind of, reconciling with God. And maybe these relationships, have been hurtful to ourselves and to maybe some of the other people in our lives. And so God is exposing these things to us, because if we didn't know, now we do. And so we can atone for, allowing these things to go on in our life, even without our knowledge. But like knowledge is power and knowing is half the battle. So now and like God is giving the opportunity to make good choices with all the knowledge and information that you have. That's kind of what I'm getting. So long intro, but necessary to kind of explain what the download, and it's just information that I picked up on here and there, finally putting it together to, complete the package kind of thing. So that being said, I want to pull on that particular energy. So please, Spirit, can you clarify and or explain or give us some more insight and info into this plan, into this process, into this energy of hunting down and exposing, like fake love relationships and stuff like that? What do we need to know? Okay. Contemplation, it's 4 of Cups. Contemplation, apathy, reevaluation, feeling unfulfilled, missed opportunities, indifference, discontent, and melancholy. Okay. Okay. So what I'm getting from this in particular, this particular card, is that you may have missed opportunities in your life previously, and God is giving you a second chance, a second go around, right? God is giving you an opportunity to have this come around again, so you can get it right this time. But before it comes around, things are being exposed, truths are being revealed, to give you an opportunity to make the right choice or a better choice, or just get on the right track or train or vibration this time around. I don't know. That's just kind of the feeling that I'm getting here. What else? Okay. Knight of Swords. Ambitious, fast-thinking, success-driven, assertive, direct, impatient, intellectual, daring, focused, and perfectionist. Yeah, I'm still just kind of like getting the feeling of like getting it right the second time around kind of thing. Yeah. So 3 of Swords, heartache, emotional pain, sorrow, trauma, grief, hurt, loss, depression, and broken. Okay, let's just keep going. Oh, with this I'm getting like 3rd time's a charm. Kind of. So, or maybe 4th time's a charm. So like maybe three times now you've gone around the block, and every time has been, a painful, heartbreaking experience. But like this time around is going to be different because now you know better, because Spirit has helped you reveal, everything that you needed to know. Okay, and we have the 10 of Pentacles, dynasty, leaving a legacy. It could be 3 generations. 3 generations. Maybe you've broken a curse, that has been on your bloodline for like 3 generations, possibly. What else? Okay, 4 of Swords. And Justice. Okay. So I'm getting here that justice is bringing in like mental stability and peace. Maybe part of whatever, whatever curse this was or whatever it was, was causing like mental illness, maybe. And that, maybe that's part of the curse that's being broken. That genetic curse. Maybe simply because you have fought so hard to find balance in your own life. Or that God is helping you to bring this balance, to find this balance. Page of Cups. And Ace of Pentacles. Yeah. Okay, so I'm kind of getting that from this, it's like balancing love and money to bring mental stability. Like gaining mental stability by balancing love and money. And not being immature, right? Naive, right? About love and money, like realizing, like Venus, right? Exposing these relationships that are all about money and not love. And these naive, people who are all about love and just so to the point that their head is in the clouds that they can't even see that they're being used, for money. I'm also getting with this Knight of Swords that there's been, an attempt, a driven attempt, a passionate attempt to expose these things. And it's, I feel like it's something that you prayed for. And that's why it's here. That's why it's happening. Because maybe you've been hurt so many times before and you prayed to, to help you maybe gain the wisdom and discernment to not have to repeat, these patterns in your own life. And in doing so, you are breaking generational curses and clearing the way for future generations as well. And this is in alignment with God's desire and purpose, not only for you, but for the collective. Anything else? Yeah. Seven of Swords. So it's very much like hunting down and exposing these Seven of Swords energies, these Seven of Swords relationships, these relationships that are, all about deception and betrayal, pretty much from the get-go. The theft and dishonesty. I mean, I feel very much like in a lot of these situations, these people have been dealing with theft of love, which is just so, I don't know, it just seems so like against nature. Someone who is truly loving and kind and giving, who's giving of true love, who is, and is not getting that back. Because it's like true love is healing. True love is transformational. And so it's like if you come across someone who is truly loving and kind, even if you are in a Seven of Swords type of energy kind of person, it's supposed to be the kind of love that transforms you to want to become a better person. And even that in itself is giving that love back in some way, shape, or form. So I'm getting that what's being exposed as well is that these people who are refusing to change their Seven of Swords ways. And it's like, okay, so we'll tie in that atonement, right? So it's like these people who refuse to atone for all of their wrongdoings. And so they've been exposed. And it's like there's no forgiveness here. There's justice. There's accountability. There's consequences, right? It's almost like the grace period is over. Like the period of like just automatic forgiveness has passed, because too many times has this happened to the point that it can't be, there has to be an end. And so there is no grace period anymore, right? It's atonement, right? It's time to step up and take accountability. Tell me more about that. Okay, so we have the Five of Pentacles and the Fool. And so what I'm getting here is having been in a period of lack, of being held back, of being withheld from, of being, kind of forced out into the cold, right? Because it's like you're giving and giving and giving and giving, and you're not getting anything back. And so it not only, financially puts you in a certain place, but also emotionally makes you feel very lonely, very, in lack. Because you're not, it's like, it's right before the Six of Pentacles, right? It's one less than a Six of Pentacles. So it's like out of balance. It's not right. It's not, just, it's a lack. And a new beginning is here, right? And it's like lacking, of the innocent, right? And it's like putting innocent people in this state of perpetual financial poverty, but also spiritual poverty, by stealing it, basically, stealing the love, stealing the money, not giving back. And, it's like Spirit has had enough, and people have had enough. So it's like being pushed past your limits, past the boundaries. It's like establishing boundaries, and they're just constantly stepping over the line, and again and again and again and again. And it's like, finally, okay, where do you draw the line? When is enough enough? How many times does this need to happen before something finally comes of it, before somebody is finally held accountable? And that's where we're at now. All of these things are being exposed, all of these people are being exposed in order for accountability to, to come to the surface, so that the innocent people get the new beginnings that they deserve. And it's like Spirit is helping to give these innocent people, the strength to be fearless, to be the free spirit, that they deserve to be, but have not been allowed to be. What else? Yeah, okay, 8 of Swords. So it's like, yeah, it's been, the free spirits have been trapped. The free spirits have been trapped, in lack, in poverty, or by lack and poverty, right? And so what is happening here? How is this changing? How or when? Okay. There it is again, man. It just keeps coming around. It's like, I don't want to give all the answers away. So what's already been exposed is coming back out, and that's the plan. It's all part of the plan, right? And right, so the 2 of Wands, the choice, the path, the plan, where do we go from here, kind of thing. Okay. So I'm just kind of getting that, as we move forward, things have already been revealed, and things are going to continue to be revealed as they're meant to. They're gonna be uncovered. More of the plan is going to be revealed as we get to those points. And, there's different reasons for that, in that if everything were exposed now, it'd be easy for the enemy to cause, sabotage, or for you to self-sabotage, right? So it's kind of that's kind of why it has to be this way. Let me just get some clarifications here. Clarify 4 of Cups, please. Clarify 4 of Cups, please. Okay. Right. Okay, so we have the clarifying the 4 of Cups. We have the 6 of Pentacles on the Moon. So yeah, it's like reevaluating these, it's 6 of Pentacles, but I would say it's really more 6 of Pentacles reverse, out of balance. It's reevaluating these relationships that are secretly out of balance, right? Okay. Clarify the Knight of Swords. King of Cups. Right. Exactly. Okay, so it's exposing those relationships that are unbalanced versus those who are emotionally balanced. So it's it's exposing who is who and what is what in these situations. Right, like I said, the real love versus the fake love. Can you clarify the 3 of Swords, please? Okay. Okay, so we have the 10 of Cups and the 9 of Pentacles for the 3 of Swords. So we have the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. So I am getting that it's familial relationships as well as independent relationships. So it's not just family. It's not just loving relationships, like it's all types of relationships is what I'm getting, right? Venus is exposing, these unbalanced fake love people. It's not just relationships, it's individuals and people, as well as, relationships and family and stuff like that. Okay. Who caused this, heartbreak and sorrow and trauma? These toxic people who live in trauma, who create trauma and grief. And tell me about the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah. Okay, Seven of Wands for the Ten of Pentacles. So, yeah, it's very much about helping you to stand up for yourself in these relationships. It's about standing up for love. It's about standing up for true love. It's about standing up for those who act in love, in true love, and maybe even challenging the ideal. I feel like it's become quite normal and accepted in society and families to marry, not for love kind of thing. And so I feel like it's a bit of that as well, challenging that belief, that even generational belief of like marrying for money, because that is part of the problem. It is, it creates more problems than it solves energetically, because that's not how God intended. And it really ends up causing, we have the Four of Swords here, right? A lot of mental instability, which I feel like it actually can create generational curses. And that's kind of what's been happening. And so I feel like whoever you are in the collective, you have stood up against this many times over and said, no, that's not how I want to do things. That's not the world that I want to live in. I don't want to marry somebody for money. I want to marry somebody for love. And even though that is the principle that you stand on, others may not. And they have gotten into your energy, and Venus is here to help expose them and get them out, because Venus believes in you. Venus believes that you are good and loving and kind and true. And so Venus wants to help you balance these things out and get justice for all that's been done to you. Can you clarify the Four of Swords? The Knight of Cups. Okay. So I'm getting the feeling of, when we're talking about the Four of Swords and now we have the Knight of Cups, I feel like it's very much about bringing love into the situation. In order to help heal the mind. That this is part of the healing process. Okay. All right. Okay, so we had part of the process here, okay? And I'm making that connection now of the healing process. Where's my pen? Where's my pen? Okay, so question answered. What process? The answer is the healing process. Okay? So all part of the plan, all part of the process. It's all about healing. Okay, so it's all part of the healing process, which is justice. And justice is part of the process as well, because I feel like healing can't truly be done at a soul level if justice is not here, right? It's like all the things need to be in alignment. All the things need to happen. We have to go through all the stages, right? Just like, okay, I get it. Okay, so we have stages of grief, right? Okay, and so the flip side of that is stages of healing. And I feel very much like that's what's happening now energetically, like galactically, big time, galactically. Okay. All right. This has been very insightful. I don't know if it's been helpful to you, but it's actually very helpful to me as a reader. Tell me about justice. Okay. So 5 of Wands. Competition, debates, rivalry, conflict, disagreements, strife, tension, territorial, clashing egos, and petty. So, and as well, we have the 10 of Swords. Okay, there's a lot. There's a lot there, but it's kind of a, I don't want to go there. It's a little specific for this, and I just want to kind of keep it simple. So, we'll just say basically this 5 of Wands, 10 of Swords. So we're getting justice. We're getting justice for the betrayals, for the, competitions, for the wars, rivalry and conflicts that we have been intentionally put in to derail us from not only having true love, but from getting justice against those who perpetrated, betrayals and deception and theft and dishonesty against us. Right? All as an attempt to try to delay and distract from receiving justice. Page of Cups. Page of Cups. Page of Cups. Where's my Page of Cups? 3 of Wands. So it's like part of the co-creation process, part of the healing process is dreaming, is preparing, and dreaming of a better future. The one that, the kind of world that we want to live in, and creating that, dreaming it, being it, creating it, and preparing for it, moving forward into the future, not standing for anything less any longer, right? It's like raising our standards, to actually be what we dream they could be. Ace of Pentacles, please. Knight of Wands for the Ace of Pentacles. So it's like up to this point in your life, You've been doing what you were told to do, supposed to do, thought you had to do, acting out of obligation and really on false pretenses as well. So not truly, living to the full potential. And what I'm getting here is that it's, like I said before, like a second chance. Hell, it may be a third, fourth, fifth, 10th chance for you. It could be different for everyone, but I'm getting that this is the divine giving another chance for true, for something true, for true love, for true adventure, and giving you the opportunity to live your life for whatever it is that you're, passionate for. And maybe this is a gift, financial gift that's going to be coming in that will allow you to do that unencumbered, fearlessly and passionately without any restrictions. Okay. Seven of Swords. Ooh, that's a whole lot. We're gonna put this back in and try again. Clarify Seven of Swords, please. Yeah. So we have the Star, Uranus, Aquarius, air. I'm just getting very much, it's just healing, healing from all of the betrayal and deception. And, people have been getting away with being this way for so long to people who were innocent and didn't deserve it. And so, part of the healing process that we were talking about is that, these people they're not going to be getting away with it any longer, right? They've been exposed. Venus is here helping to expose these people. And Uranus, it's like, is it that unpredictability? So bringing, bringing a level of faith, hope, unpredictability as well. We have that card, that energy here in this card, in this Knight of Wands as well. So it's very kind of unpredictable. But I feel like it's bringing a little bit of predictability to the unpredictable. It's like these Seven of Swords, they were so deceptive. It was hard to keep track. It was hard to keep up. It was hard to know and understand what they're doing because, one hand's doing this while the other hand's doing this. But I'm getting a little bit of, the unpredictability is becoming more predictable because we're seeing the patterns. The patterns are being exposed. So the betrayals are being exposed as well. And that is helping to bring in, this healing. And maybe that is what is unpredictable, or maybe it is that these happy birthday. So yeah, it may be that there's these, I feel a bit of like unpredictable people strategically placed, okay, have been like spies for the good guys kind of thing, strategically placed to help expose this Seven of Swords betrayal, in order to get to that healing process. Yeah. Okay, tell me about the Five of Pentacles. Tell me about the Five of Pentacles. Yeah. Okay, so we have the Knight of Swords, the Four of Wands, and the Five of Wands. So I am getting that, like I said before, putting innocent people in these situations of of lack, of being, right? So being put in these situations, intentionally, where they're constantly in a state of war, a state of, competition, of rivalry, of conflict, and intentionally put in, in situations where, they're lacking in love, they're lacking in finances, and it causes them to have a lack in mental stability as well. Right. And instability in the home. Right. Four of Wands, instability in the home, like intentionally creating this instability all around. But that a light is being shown, it's being exposed. The truth is coming out about these things, because Venus is here, and Libra is here, and Aquarius is here. So the healing, the justice, and the Gemini is communication. I feel like the communication is more between these innocent people, the individuals, and the divine beings, and like Venus, it's like that's the communication here. And we're bringing justice and healing for all of this that's been done to these innocent people who are, truly loving and kind. It's like Venus is finding their people and standing up for their people and fighting with and for their people and exposing the ones who are not. And it's like those who are, those who are with you are with you, and those who are not with you are against you, kind of thing. And this is all being exposed. Tell me about the Fool. Tell me about the Fool. Tell me about the Fool. What is that? Okay, so we have the King of Wands here, for the Fool. So we're talking about innocent people and new beginnings and all these things being exposed and healing, and for what purpose, and and it's part of the purpose is for you to be a leader. Venus is here because Venus wants the world to lead with love. Okay, and so Venus is weeding out, basically, I'm getting the true leaders in love, from those who don't act out of a place of love at all. And I'm getting that you're being set up for a future leadership position in some way, shape, or form. Okay, Venus is here, but you have to complete this healing process before you can get to that stage. Okay, Eight of Swords. Clarify the Eight of Swords. So we have Seven of Wands, the Emperor, and the Four of Cups. So like I was saying before, it was like you were being bound, in these fake love relationships, that's being exposed. And so, right, okay, so Four of Cups, I'm getting, again, that fake love. And Seven of Wands, it's like standing up for yourself. And Emperor, it's like Mars, okay? So what I'm getting from this is current leadership, right? So we have the King of Wands. It's that like you are being poised to maybe take over for the current leadership, right? Okay. Because they're not fit to lead, because they have no love in their hearts, kind of thing, because this is how they lead. They trap people, they bind people, they they don't want people to be free individuals. They want them to be powerless victims, so they're in control. And yeah, very much so what I'm getting there. And so lastly, but not least, tell me about the Two of Wands and the plan and all that. Whatever you can about that, please clarify the Two of Wands. Okay. So like I said before, Page of Cups, it's very much dreaming of a better world, a better life, a more loving world, and creating that. That's the plan, right? And the Chariot is moving forward in victory, like love conquers all. And that's kind of a big statement with a lot of little things behind it. And so we're getting a peek behind the curtain as to what that is exactly. Okay, I feel like that's pretty thorough. Sorry for all the interruptions. I'm just going to try and piece it all together, and hopefully, hopefully you've gotten something out of this. I hope it has helped you in some way, shape, or form. If nothing else, I hope it has entertained you for a few moments in time. And if you haven't already, I hope that you will like, share, and subscribe to the video and to the channel, and keep coming back. Bye.